Hello YouTube! So last weekend I went to Emerald City Comic Con. Emerald City Comic Con is generally my biggest cosplay event of the year, but this year we were working on a costume and then we had a bit of a hoop skirt problem and then there was just a lot of other stuff going on, so we decided to not make any new costumes for Emerald City Comic Con and kind of save our efforts for SakuraCon, which is the anime convention also here in Seattle in about a month. So I'll have a new costume for that, and for this con I ended up just re-wearing a couple of costumes that I had enjoyed wearing previously. For this video I wanted to just do a little haul video of all the things that I acquired at Emerald City Comic Con. Emerald City Comic Con has the largest expo hall and artist alley of any con that I go to, and I love buying art and things from independent nerdy artists, and so I usually go a little nuts at these cons, but I never regret the things that I buy from people's booths at these types of events. So I'm going to show you everything that I got. One of the first things that I got was at this booth called, I believe it's Lace and Lore. Here's their label. I bought this purse, and it's just like a storybook purse. So the front says Once Upon a Time, the back says The End. It has like pockets and stuff, and then there's straps in here so you can put the actual like shoulder strap on. This was like impulse buy number one of a long weekend of shopping. Also at the same booth, they sell these like leggings and dresses and skirts, and so I've always looked at this dress and I finally just bought it. So this is a awesome dress that has D20s all over it, and every single D20 on this dress has a 20 on top, so I feel very lucky when I wear this dress. Sock Dreams is a site that I love, and they always have a physical presence at Emerald City, and so I bought 2 little pairs of ankle socks from them. They're my go-to for cool socks. Oh, this was cool. So I went to the Quirk books booth. There were more book booths at this con than I'd ever seen before, which I was very excited about because I love books, which you might not have known about me. But there was an author sitting at the Quirk books booth, and there's a bunch of people lined up to talk to her, and I wasn't really paying attention. I was just kind of like looking at stuff, and I heard there was a new Grady Hendrix book, so I like wanted to see it. And then they just handed me this ARC, and I was like, what's this for? And they were like, have a free book. But this is Geekerella, which is a novel by Ashley Poston. But she was super nice. Oops. And she signed my ARC, and it was just really cool. It was cool that they had this happening at Emerald City Comic Con. And the funniest thing about this book is that while she was signing my book, she kind of like looked at me, and then she asked, were you at NerdCon last weekend? And I was like, yes, were you at NerdCon last weekend? And she actually went to one of the panels that I was on. So then we just sort of like became friends and bonded over the fact that like life is super weird, that she went to one of my panels last week in Boston, and then this week I waited in line for her to sign my book in Seattle, and it was just like a really cool thing. Then I got a couple of graphic novels because I really love graphic novels, and prior to going to Emerald City Comic Con, was never really into comics really in any way. I kind of went to ECCC despite the comic affiliation because there's tons of other stuff. But then I sort of like started to lean into the comic side because I learned that there's so many different kinds of graphic novels out there. One of the goals that I gave myself is to discover at least one new graphic novel series every year at Emerald City Comic Con. So I did that 3 times over this year. The first one that I picked up was Over the Garden Wall, Volume 1, which is this like really beautiful hardcover like deluxe edition that was like way more expensive than I expected, but it was too late, so I just bought it. I've been hearing a lot about Over the Garden Wall. I see a lot of Over the Garden Wall cosplay, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited to read Volume 1. Then I picked up Monstrous by Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. This is like super dark, super beautiful art, really creepy looking, and I'd heard about it I think last year, and it wasn't out yet, and so I'd put it on my list of things to check out. And so when I told the people at Image Comics that I was interested in it, they were like, yes, you have to buy this because it's so good. Third one that I picked up was called Plutona by Jeff Lemire, Emmy Lennox, and Jordi Belair. And I actually got to meet Emmy Lennox, and she signed my book and drew a little picture. She's actually the artist for this. What I really liked about this, one, it's a really cool concept because it's a bunch of kids discover a body of a dead superhero in the woods, and then they have to just sort of like deal with it, and this kind of follows how, like, what that does to them and how that kind of messes them up. What I love the most is that it's a self-contained graphic novel, so like this is it, there's not more. I'll probably be sad when it's over because it'll probably be great and I'll want more, but I also sometimes just love being able to read a thing and have it be over. So that was a huge selling point for me, and I will definitely be reading these and including them in a future wrap up. I got a couple jewelry things. So there's this company called Sorbet Jungle, and I love them. So I had to do my sort of like annual buy a new jewelry thing from Sorbet Jungle. So I got these little earrings. Yeah, they're like bunnies. Okay, they're called bonbons, which is partially why I bought them, but they're like little bunnies that are also like donut things, and they're super cute, and I can't wait to wear them. I bought this, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of the booth where I got this because it doesn't say their name on the back, which I always rely on, but I got this cute little like walnut necklace from a really cute booth, and I'm so sorry that I can't tell you who made it. This is from Lindsay Reimer, who is super nice, and I went straight to her booth because like all her stuff was like adorable and pink and cute and cartoony, and we started talking to her, and she was actually new to Seattle, and so we were like, let us know if you need any like restaurant recommendations or want to hang out for a game night. And so I'm really hoping that I become friends with this artist because she was really nice. But anyway, she makes this really cute mermaid stuff, and this was like one of 2 remaining journals on the first day, so of course I bought it because it's so cute and I love journals and mermaids. She also sold this adorable mermaid print, which is like sparkly. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there we go. I also got this print, which is a bunch of fairies hanging out with these like air plants, which again, super cute. I don't really trust myself to keep a plant alive at work, so I'm gonna hang this picture of plants and hope it has the same effect. I have 2 pieces of art in the same thing, and I don't want to tell you the wrong name. So I'm going to start with this. So this is a really cute print of a window. It's just a window. It's by Aubrey Aiese, A-I-E-S-E. What's cute about this is that they sold 3 window prints. This one was all sort of like pink and cute and Sailor Moon and flowers and cross stitch and Tamagotchis and unicorns and all of that. Then there were 2 other ones. One that like completely embodied my roommate Ia's personality, and a third one that like completely embodied our friend Jen's personality, and we were just like, have you been looking in our windows? Like what? And we just kept pointing things out that felt exactly like us, and it was in our colors, and it was crazy, and I wish I had all 3 to show you, but like they took them home obviously. So we bought all 3, and I love it, and this is just like, it's just so cute and random. And then this print is like so pretty. It's this dark image of this girl reaching her hands down into this pond and then reaching back up. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a reflection or if it's more like she like found this other person, but she like found this mermaid down here. And I believe that this is by Sheralt7smith.net because that's the card that's right here, but this card might also belong to this one. So, but anyway, I loved this, and it was like only $5 or something, so I was just like, I need that. I got much better at this as the day went on. Okay, so these are 2 little prints that I bought. They're little mermaids in like beverage containers, and basically this this artist Elle Skinner, and I think her website is mysky.net. She basically would go to coffee shops and she would draw mermaids in whatever like thing that she had ordered that day, and so she has a whole series of these, and I thought they were super cute, so these are the 2 that I bought. This is like the cutest thing ever. So this is, I'm gonna give you a second to see if you can figure it out. Yes, this is Disney princesses as tourists at Disneyland. This is by Mauricio Abril. You can find this artist by going to mauricioabril.com, A-B-R-I-L.com. They have a bunch of really cute art like this, but this was the one that I had to have. And then here's my last failure. Super cute print of Rapunzel and Flynn in the tower. Don't know who made it because I didn't put a card in the back. The signature at the bottom looks like M-A-U. That might also be Mauricio. So that was everything that I acquired at Emerald City Comic Con. I know that I kind of go a little crazy, but like I said, you gotta spend your money somewhere, and if I'm gonna spend it somewhere, I'd rather give it to like awesome artists doing what they love awesomely. Let me know what thing that I acquired that you like the most. Let me know if you want any more information about any of these artists, and I will be back very soon with cosplay wrap-ups for Renaissance Tinkerbell and Wendy from Gravity Falls. Have a really great day. Hope you guys are all doing wonderfully, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!